Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today we got some death predictions for The Walking Dead Season 8. Now, instead of having a 30-minute death prediction where we cover every single possible character, we're going to break these down, since it's an all-out war, based off of the community. First up, let's get the villains out of the way. Let's start with the Sanctuary. Going in alphabetical order, let's start with a rat. Is she a rat? I don't know. This character is mean as fuck. Kind of cute. Kind of sexy in that sort of mean as fuck way. I kind of want her to beat me. Never mind. A rat seems like a character named Tara from the comic book that's spelled backwards, but we're not using the source material to determine her fate. I think we need some rewards as fans. Some characters getting killed. A rat, in my opinion, is one of those characters that can die during the war, or she can live. However, if I had to make a bet, I'm going with death, because I think there's going to be some saviors that do survive. We need the savior community, and we need characters we recognize for after the war. I'm going to say a rat dies. Next up, we got Dwighty Boy. Now, Dwighty Boy is probably one of the most interesting savior characters, down from maybe Simon and Negan. I think those are also some extremely interesting characters, and the direction that Dwight's story is going to go and how it connects to the comic book, I'm going to have to give him a pass. He has to survive the war. Absolutely, and I know you're going to argue, it's not always like the comic. Well, sometimes it is! Next up, we got Eugene. Now, he lives in Alexandria. He should be in with the good guys. However, the fan base is split at this moment. Is he going to stay with the good guys and stay loyal and true? Or is he going to turn on the survivors? Not going to happen. I don't think. The first chance he gets, I don't know, maybe he needs to get things shaken up a little bit. Maybe Negan even turns on him after realizing that he can't trust him because of the Sasha situation, and he decides to beat Eugene, which forces Eugene to realize the stupid logic in trusting a psychopath like Negan. I'm gonna have to give Eugene a pass though, because they've been building his character a lot as being a very useful person for what's coming next after the war. He will live, but who will die? Next up, Gary. This motherfucker who is a homophobic prick who beat Aaron's ass just for being gay. Wait a minute, I'm hearing that's wrong. He beat his ass because of that sign with the middle finger. It doesn't matter. Gary will die. We need, like I said before, rewards. We need some saviors to get shot in the face, stabbed in the gut, have zombies bite him in the balls. We need some rewards, some gratification, and he is it. I think Gary should be one of the first to die. Next up, we got Gavin. This one I'm kind of a little flustered with. He has shown that he's a bad guy, first and foremost. However, he's probably one of the easiest going bad guys there is. It's weird. You get the feeling that this is a guy who, if he had it his way and he knew what was going on, he would have prevented Benjamin's death, the kid's death. Yet at the same time, he's stuck in this place where he has to abide by Negan's law. But if he was living in a world without Negan, I think he could be useful. However, with Morgan so incredibly pissed, I see Gavin as another victim of Negan's law. He's probably gonna go down, or the setup that they've been building with him showing some reasonable qualities, it might lead him to turn on his old people. That's right, I'm switching my prediction halfway through. Gavin lives, but who dies? Jared, aka Shitlicker. Now, we did see in the trailer that he was captured, and he should be fucking tortured, but I think Gregory's gonna leave him alive. I think Gregory's gonna be like, okay, you know what, tell Negan, here, run free, and tell Negan that I don't want to fight, and I think that Morgan is gonna go hunt him down. Jesus tries to stop him. He talks some sense into Morgan, and then Jared does some revolting shit, and then Morgan finally gets some satisfaction, and he gets to kill the prisoner, who was now let free. No matter what, Jared must die. Next up, we got Laura. She's a cutie, sexy hottie, and she has the hots for Eugene. Wait a minute, no, that was Spencer. She likes a man with guts, and who dresses like a preppy bitch in the apocalypse. But moving on, Laura gotta live because she's got a nose ring, and I got a thing for nose rings. Just kidding, she still has to live, but I think this is because we need some faces to go with some saviors for after the war. When the communities start pulling together, facing a different threat, I think we need her alive for those situations. But then again, now that I'm thinking about it, she does kind of seem like a bitch. So should she not now? We're going to let her live. She's going to live and make it to season 9. Next up, we got Negan. Negan, oh, the boss, the big man, the one everyone is waiting to die. He's not going to die. So many fans are going to be pissed. There's going to be a lot of fans that are going to be pissed. And this is going to be something, an ending they're going to have to be very careful with on the show. Because in the comic book, it worked. Because once the ending of the war happened, a month later, we got to dive into the story that comes after it. So there wasn't even enough time to be really mad and upset about how the war ended. On the show, there's going to be a whole 6-month gap. Fans are gonna be pissed unless two things: unless they defeat Negan but keep him alive and do it in the mid-season break, leaving only a 2-month gap where they can dive right into a new storyline and then justify why he was left alive. Or next up, Simon. Simon can be the ultimate reward for killing a savior. He is the runner-up, he's the underboss, he's the second in command. Simon could be the death reward, the major death reward for the saviors. Keeping Negan alive while defeating the saviors, killing Simon, and installing a leader they can work with in Dwight. Killing Gary, killing shithead Jared, that piece of shit. Did I say A-Rat's gonna live or die? I forget already, but if I said she dies, kill her. If I said she lives, let her live. But I think Simon needs to be the big victory death for us as fans. We need that for closure. We need that for a reward. We need that to be all excited, to have some crazy awesome scene. But the question, who should get that kill? Rick should defeat Negan, absolutely, but who should get the Simon kill? Should it be Morgan or Daryl or Michonne? It's probably going to be Daryl. He is a fan favorite, so they're probably going to give it to someone like that. But you let me know down in the comment box, who do you think is going to live out of the saviors in the Sanctuary community? Who do you think is going to die? And who will kill Simon? And just in case you missed it, we released the first issue of my new comic, Doomsday Kingdom. We got a digital release at doomsdaykingdom.com. Stay tuned for more about the physical release coming next month. Those interested in those Patreon-only live streams, we got one coming up this Thursday, so check out the Patreon links below. And also, hit that like button, subscribe for more Walking Dead content. And now it's your turn to vote down below on which community you want to see next in the Death Prediction series. Thoughts and opinions in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.